Hello? Can anyone hear me? This is a thing? Hello? Hello? What's going on? Stream status bad. Apparently it's bad. What's wrong with my internet? Is it bad? I need to be able to see him. Alright, where's the iPad? Where's the iPad? Just can't see myself, this is the problem. Just looking at the back of a phone. So theoretically... Oh, hello. There's a live stream. Oh my god, I see the chat. Hey everyone. How are we doing? This doesn't work. This needs to be more angled that way. No? Hold on. We can't see your face. How do I get you to see my... Oh, I know. I'll put some books underneath the phone. Right, guys, check out the selection of books that's going to go underneath this so you can see my face. It's going to be Kumar and Clark's. This is the most useful it's ever been in my life by just propping up my phone. So that's going to go underneath here. Okay, good. Can you see my face now? Is this working? I think it's working. That's much better, lol. Who wants to study with me? Lol, banter. Lol, why are you recording on your phone? Because the phone is just so easy to set up. I do have all the fancy camera and all the cables and shit that connect to... I shouldn't swear. It's off-brand. All the cables that connect to the thing, but... I don't know. I just thought I'd go for the phone. Phone seems not too bad. Whoa, 228 people. Bloody hell. Hi, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. How's it going, big man? Active Recall King. Did you just say lol out loud? Yeah, man. That's how you do it. How are you celebrating Valentine's? I'm going to order a takeaway and I'm going to make another this evening. It's going to be... is the shirt... Oh, this is merchandise. You should go to unjadedjade.shop and you can buy... It's very comfy. It says motivated on the... Me feel super motivated. How was your day? Oh, my day was pretty good. Thank you for asking, Sarah. Had the day off today because I'm working on the weekend. So normally if we work on the weekend, we have like a day off the week before and a day for it. Days, they're a lot more nice to us when it comes to our working hours. What apps do you use to help you be productive on your app? The Apple Watch is not really a productivity device. It's overly priced. It's not overly priced. It's just a very expensive piece of gadgetry. Friends and family and everyone that sees you that, oh, look at me, I'm a tech person. It doesn't really have many productivity uses, but I'm working on a video about this where I'll talk about that a bit more. Shout out, please. Hi, Eamon Dehaney. Motivation King, who's your Valentine? Happy Valentine's Day, you too. Happy Valentine's Day, you too. Audio is not good. Is it not? I've got this random mic connected to it. Is the audio not good from the mic? Maybe not. I don't know. How do we make it better? Put some more books in front of him. The audio. How is the audio? Oh, that's Medic. Hello. How are you, Mohammed? Is this red light in view of Valentine's Day? No. Alexa, turn on the living room. How's that? I think that's a bit better. I didn't realize the light was red. I just like when it's all Savannah sunset. Video a bit poor. Have you subscribed to PewDiePie? Yeah, of course I have. Audio is okay, but video is laggy. Quality is poor. Can you give any history tips? Why is the quality so bad? Usually from the phone it's quite reasonable. I think it's because my internet is really slow. So maybe I should go to the bedroom and then I can just sit in there. Should we do that? Oh, it's fine now. You're all good, says Sarah. The quality is fine. No, that previous light created a warm ambiance. It's better now. Yeah, fam, you do that. Um, can you play the piano a bit for us? Yes. It's going to be super laggy though. Um, what should I play? Who doesn't love a well-structured live stream? Oh, banter. The fact that you're an Apple fan will make me. Oh, thank you, Toby. That's very kind. Play healthy. I don't know any healthy songs. Ali, give me money. I don't have two pennies to even rub together. Says 1 2. I do apologize for that. You should become a doctor. It's good. It's good for that. Um, say my name. I'm Charvy. Hi, ukulele Charvy. How are you doing? How to improve? Best thing about Emmanuel College, the free laundry and the ducks, and it's like really friendly. Everyone is very friendly. Pizza or burrito? I think pizza. Advantages of all the disadvantages, all the three types of medical schools. I could do, but I think it would be quite a boring video. I'm not gonna lie. Ali, used your tips in my interview for medicine today. Yes, I hope it went well. Nina S. Um, Sam Gerling says, "What is the pay of a junior doctor like?" Between 30 and 34,000 a year. Um, Are Cambridge students all nerds? Yes, absolutely. What tips do you have for GCSEs? Active recall and stuff. Is this your first live stream? No, it's not. I used to do loads of live streams back in the day, um, when I was a medical student. But, you know, I thought, well, why not do one now that I've got a day off? Why did you get rejected from UCL? They thought I was an arrogant twat, basically. That's why. My Cambridge offer is 3 A stars. Oh, congratulations on the offer. Um, oh my goodness. I can't keep up with the chat. I like a Google Sheets technique, says Miranda. Do you think this and past paper questions is enough for A-level revision, or should I do more? To be honest, you don't even need Google Sheets for A-level. Just use CGP revision guides and past papers and memorize the mark schemes. And that's how you get good marks at A-level, TBH. Do you still play Yu-Gi-Oh? No, I binned all of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards a few months ago. It's quite sad, really. Uh, if not Cambridge, what other medical school? Don't know. They're all pretty good from what I hear. How's life treating you? Oh, it's going pretty well, thank you, Azia Kindle or paper-based books? Oh gosh, Kindle all the way. The only reason I still have paper books is that I can then like show them up, like videos. Um, how did you prep for the FPass? You don't really need to prep for the FPass. It's an application. Where did you get your glasses from? Oh, thank you. Khalil, I got them. I got the frames. They're like from online random glasses place. They're a Giorgio Armani 5042 because I'm a classy guy like that. But then whenever I get the lenses, I just get them changed every time I go to Pakistan because they're super cheap there and they're mega expensive here. Why is the thing not working? I don't understand. Yes, take them off and wear them while we kiss, says James Patterson. That's a bit weird. What piano do you have? This is the Yamaha. Where's your headband? In the washing machine, I'm afraid. uh, was that the checklist manifesto I saw? It was. Someone, who was it? What was his name? A guy called Tom, who watched my videos and enjoyed them, messaged me on Instagram like many months ago and said he would send this to me because it was good. Uh, yeah, very nice of him. Wrote a little message at the front. If anyone fancies sending me anything, you can DM me and I'll send you my address. um, do you think you are a good person? How did you define good? Great book, by the way. What do you think of Glasgow for medicine? I don't know. Never met anyone from Glasgow for medicine. I bought the Roland FP weighted keyboard just learning to play. All because I started watching your videos. Oh, amazing, Sam. Good luck with learning how to play piano. It's really fun. How many hours do you spend revising? Any specific number? No, no specific number. I don't really revise much anymore because I'm a doctor now and we don't really need to revise too much unless we have exams coming up. Do you practice law of attraction? What does that mean, Noah? How did you learn to edit videos? Says Prajwal. You learn to edit videos by just editing lots of videos. Play the piano to play. Piano while I sing along. What did you do for A levels? Did you get straight A star for GCSE? Triple science, maths, and English lit for AS. Dropped the English lit for A2, and yes, I did get straight A stars at GCSE. Where do you listen to your audiobooks? Go to audible.com/Ali Abdaal. Or if you're from the US, you can text Ali Abdaal to 500 500 for a free trial of Audible. What is your opinion on Atomic Habits, says Jasjot. I think it's a really good book. I highlighted it a lot. My most highlighted book is Happy by Darren Brown, and my second most highlighted book is Atomic Habits by James Clear. Do you have a girlfriend, says Hanif. What Apple Watch band do you have on? This is like the grey, black, sportsy sort of one. What's your reading speed? I've never measured it, but anecdotally, I read quite fast. Thoughts on This Is Going to Hurt? I've started reading it. I need to finish reading it. But I think I might want to watch. I might want to listen to the audio because apparently he delivers it in a nice way. Whoa, the chat just keeps going mental. I want to tip you $500. Oh, very nice. What has been the most difficult aspect of being an F1 so far? Oh, good question, Richard. I think the most difficult aspect is dealing with uncertainty because a lot of the time you get asked to do things or families ask you stuff where you're not 100% sure of what the right answer is, and you can't just ask your senior for every little thing. So a lot of the time I found that I had to kind of almost make up what I thought was a reasonable answer just based on all of my medical knowledge and all my limited experience. And all that is probably around about right. But it always feels a bit weird. It's like, I'm not really sure. But this is the sort of thing that I can't just, ask the consultant for everything. So that's probably the toughest part of being an F1. I got a Brad grade today and I cried a lot. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Queen Brie. Are you truly happy at the moment? If not, what things would you want to do to make you happier? Says Jack. Uh, it depends how you define happy. I'm very satisfied with life at the moment. Life is incredible. Praise the Lord for that. Very tranquil. I don't like to use the word happy as such because happiness means different things to different people. I think if we mean like contentment. I think my contentment is at a pretty high point these days. What did you do in part 2 of your degree? Says TM. I did psychology. How can we improve our problem-solving skills for interview? Just improve your problem-solving skills generally, not even for interview, and then you'll get better at interviews. Did med school prepare you for being an F1? Oh, that is a good question here. Sort of. I don't think there's anything really that can prepare you for being an F1, but medical school prepares you for a lot of the aspects of it. So, for example, one thing I thought Cambridge did very well was helping us prepare for how to break bad news to families. And now, whenever I have those conversations with families, I feel very comfortable in having it because I've got a system, I've got a formula that I follow, and I think I can do a good job of doing it. So that's the sort of thing that it's prepared me for very well. It didn't really prepare me for how to write a discharge letter, but to be honest, you learn that on the first day of the job anyway, so it doesn't need to prepare you for doing that sort of stuff. I hope that answers the question. Hi, dude, I just sub to your channel. Oh, thank you, Vinny. That's very kind. How do you speak so well? I've been in the UK since 2003, and I learnt English as a first language before then, so do you cry at all? When was the last time I cried? Probably in some kind of film, or after reading something epic in like The Way of Kings or something, which is a fantasy book that I'm making a video about at the moment. Ooh, coffee milk says pays $1.99. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's very kind. That'll pay for my coffee when I get a takeaway this evening. Natalie says, how did you overcome the fear of public speaking? That's a really good question. I used to have a massive fear of public speaking. And I still have a stutter as well, so that makes it a lot harder to public speak. But I think I got over that is partly by practice. The more you practice public speaking, the more comfortable it becomes. Partly it's like a mindset thing where if I think that I know what I'm talking about and that what I have to say is valuable, then I find that I become much more confident. And thirdly, I've found that whenever I'm public speaking, I like to get at least one laugh in every minute or so. So I add a lot of jokes and stuff into everything that I'm saying. And my objective is not just to educate the audience and to inform them, it's to entertain them as well. So I kind of try and play the role of almost a stand-up comedian when I'm doing physical public speaking in real life. And I found that those kind of tips have helped me improve my public speaking skills over time. Oh my God, Stefan Buruso says, donates PLN 8.99. What does PLN mean? I actually have no idea. I'm going to Google that. What currency is PLN? Come on, iPad Pro. No, the internet's being slow because I'm using it all for the stream. Never mind. Oh my goodness, so many people. How many books do you read at once? Says Sam Gerling. Hi, Sam Gerling. I've been seeing you a lot recently on commenting on everything. It's great. I feel like I know you as a person. I tend to have one audiobook going. I tend to have several podcast episodes that I listen to each week. So usually like one audiobook at a time. And on Kindle, I usually have one fiction and one non-fiction book at a time. So how many hours a week do you work? I work 46 hours a week on average. What do you think of Jordan Peterson? I don't know. I've watched a few of his videos. I tried reading 12 Rules for Life. It was all right. I didn't really get past the first chapter because it was written in a very verbose style. But so many people have raved about it that I might have to give it another go. What do you think of UCL? UCL seems pretty cool, but they rejected me, so I'm not a massive fan. Podcast recommendations. Oh, that depends on what you want. The Tim Ferriss Show, the Ground Up Show, the Indie Hackers Podcast, Seth Godin's Startup School, the Art of Manliness Podcast, Reasons to be Cheerful, Friday Night Comedy from Radio 4, Sam Harris's Waking Up Podcast, the Joe Rogan Experience, although I haven't heard much of it. Yeah, these are all pretty solid podcasts. Do you think Imperial is a good med school? Like, it is objectively a good med school. Did the gym life choose you? I don't think so. Medicine and artificial intelligence. Make a medical application podcast. That would be such a boring podcast. Like, ugh, the whole medical application thing. Like, as much as I love medical applicants, I think I've spent like years and years running this company, SixMed, that makes content for medical applications. It's kind of gotten a bit boring. So I want to try and move on to other things. But yeah. Where are you from? Pakistan? Yes, I'm from Pakistan. Does going to Russell Group Medical School put you at an advantage? I don't even know what's in the Russell Group. Like, I don't think anyone cares whether you went to a Russell Group or non-Russell Group university, to be honest. How can you get a scholarship? You can't. There is no such thing as a scholarship to go to Cambridge unless your government of your country is providing it for you, like Singapore or Malaysia or Botswana, stuff like that. PLN is from Polish, but I'm from Moldova. Oh, please recommend a good book. You should read Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis. This is a book that one of my friends gave me ages ago, and I'm 23 pages into it, and I've been intending to finish it. Any tips on procrastination? Yeah, I quite like the idea of productive procrastination, where even when you're procrastinating, you're doing something inherently useful, like learning how to play the piano or playing the guitar or, writing something cool, stuff like that. Can you do a hair tutorial? I don't have much hair to do a hair tutorial with, I'm afraid. What's your favorite songs, honey? Oh, we have a paid question. Dylan Murphy for £2 says, how much GCSE revision per day? When should I start? Start now. Like, the exams are close enough that you should start now. How much revision per day? It depends how many subjects you're doing. I reckon if you did like an hour a day of like solid, efficient study for now, and then when it comes to closer to the holiday, closer to the exams, you ramp that up to however long it takes, then that's how you do it. But I don't like putting an hour recommendation on it because, 1 hour for me is going to be very different to 1 hour for you, for example, because we all have different ways of studying. We're all differently efficient. We all have different baselines. We all have different environments. It's hard to say you should be doing 8 hours a day because, I know people who studied 8 hours a day and I could get done more in half an hour than they could do in 8 hours. Equally, I could be studying for 4 hours and a friend of mine, like Paul, who would study the same thing and would understand it in like an hour. So, there's all these different grades where you can't really tell. If there is no active recall, what should be the next best alternative? Spaced repetition. Are you a Christians from Pakistan? No, I'm not. I'm not Christian. I just happen to have this book. Did you ever have supervisions at night? Yeah, my favorite supervisions were the nighttime ones. Kind of depends how you define night. I think the latest supervision I had was like 8 p.m., 9 p.m., something like that. Any tips for OSCEs? Yeah, loads. Practice a lot with your friends and your seniors and doctors that you see on the ward. Go around the hospital finding patients with signs and be very focused in your OSCE preparation. Views on research pathways after medicine, such as the AFP. What do you mean by views? I don't really know what you mean by that. Do you have a Valentine's Day date? No, I don't. That's why I'm doing this live stream, because it makes me feel like people like me. I'm kidding. No, I don't have a date. I'm going to order takeaway in and film another video. That's going to be my plans for the evening. Do you know if Cambridge law is any good? I think so. Where did you place in your year? That depends on which year we're talking about. We didn't have official rankings, like in our final year. What percentage of your patients are emergency? These days, not many, because I'm not on an emergency ward, but I've got my emergency block coming up like in 2 weeks' time. So 100% of my patients will be emergency patients then. I got a Cambridge offer. Yay, congrats, Aaron. That's awesome. Ellie says, what specialty are you currently working in? I'm working in geriatrics, so care of the elderly. It's quite fun. AirPods or iPad? iPad. How's the MacBook doing? The MacBook's doing great. It's just sitting behind the phone. Ever had lucid dreams, Ali? Oh, I've tried. I read the Field Guide to Lucid Dreaming, and I tried keeping a dream diary for a few days, and then I just never really got around to it. Have you got any suggestions? By the way, you are so cute. Oh no, but you are so cute. Oh, thank you, Laura. That's very kind. Oh God, too many comments. I don't brush my teeth every day, says Noah. Thank you for telling the internet that. James Arthur, oh hello, says any book suggestions? Yes. Read the Mistborn trilogy by Brandon Sanderson. It's wonderful. Vinny says, what do you look for in a lady? Um, Difficult to answer that question. What do I look for in a lady? I really like it when people have other things that they do on the side. I think that's very attractive. Because I think like an ideal state of affairs is where I'm sitting in my room doing something, and you know the other person is also hanging out. We're in the same place, but we're doing our own thing, and that's fine. And occasionally we talk, and I feel like this is like an ideal equilibrium. Ali, how do you deal with patients that won't trust you since you were young slash new? Haha, says Nicole. I've never really had that, to be honest. I think I'm quite good at putting on a voice if I have to. Be like, hello, Mr. John Smith, or whatever your name is. How are you doing? Yeah, I think I can come across as a legit doctor reasonably well and inspires trust in people, I hope. Also, Way of Kings by Sanderson. Yes, absolutely. 100%. What would you be doing right now if you weren't a doctor? Well, I was gonna apply for computer science. So I might have been some kind of software engineer or something like that. Do you wish you were a doctor in America earning upwards of 500K? No, because if I wanted to be a doctor in America, I'd take the US Emily and I'd go to America. But I don't think I want that kind of life. Blondes or brunettes? Says Vinny. Brunettes, if I'm being honest. Is it true A levels are as hard work done at degree level? No, A levels are comparatively straightforward. At least the science subjects are, compared to what you encounter at university. I don't know. I don't know about the art subjects. Favorite songs right now? What have I been listening to a lot? I like Shawn Mendes' stuff. I like Charlie Puth's stuff. Earlier today I was listening to some Boyzone stuff just to see what that was like because I haven't really listened to them before. Do you plan on going into private care? That's not really a thing in the consultant, which is, at least 10, 12 years down the line. Hi, Ali, it says H. Alba. You said St. John's has a really intense academic atmosphere, which kind of put me off, but I really like the college. John's isn't that intense academic. It's not, at least in medicine, it's not famous for having an intense academic atmosphere. Keys is famous for having an intense academic atmosphere. I don't know why I ever said that John's did, because I've got some friends at John's and they're pretty chill. Who is the most learned person you have ever met? Depends how we define learned. Uh, Semi Gamer says, what's your favorite animal? I like dogs, I like cats. What grades did you get in your GCSEs and A levels, A stars and everything, of course. Ed Sheeran says favorite love songs. Oh, good question. Can You Feel the Love Tonight is a banger. Um, Flying Without Wings by Westlife is a banger. Rule the World by Take That is an absolute banger. Yeah. I will take you out for drinks. And hey, I'm a brunette. Okay, awesome. Come to Cambridge and we'll hang out. Okay. What are people saying? Do you like poetry? Not really, but I haven't really given it a chance. And a friend of mine started writing poetry recently, and I quite liked a poem that he wrote, so I don't know. I'll give it a go, maybe. When did you start experiencing hair loss? I think I started noticing there was hair on my pillowcase from like the age of 15 onwards. What were your GCSE subjects? That would take far too long to list. Do you play any sport? Yeah, I play squash, tennis, and badminton these days. What watch are you wearing at the moment? This is an Apple Watch. Are you lonely this Valentine's? No, I am alone this Valentine's, but I'm not lonely because I have all of you guys. Oh God, I vomited a bit in my mouth over there. I do apologize. Um, I'm 15 and experiencing hair loss. Any tips? No, if I knew, I'd be using them myself. Ever tried playing the ukulele? We could jam someday. Yeah, I used to play the ukulele. That was the first. I learned to play ukulele before learning how to play the guitar. But then I lost my ukulele. I need to get a new one because I think it would look quite nice hanging up on a wall. So yeah. Do you watch Patriot Act by Hassan Minhaj? It's a banger. No, I haven't seen it yet. It's on my to watch list. Thanks for the live stream. It's a great way to ignore the noise of my housemates getting it on. Oh, well, you're very welcome, Vinny. I'm glad to have been of service. How do you balance work, out, and med school? I'm not in med school anymore, so yeah. A-level biology tips, CGP revision guides, and past papers. That's all you need. Don't need anything else. It's all good. Do you also read fiction? Yes, I do. Fantasy recently. Oh, Benzina says World of Warcraft, question mark. I used to play World of Warcraft. For about 4 years, I clocked in 180 days of playtime. So that's 180 times 24 hours, which was quite excessive. So on average, I think that was about 3 to 4 hours a day that I spent on World of Warcraft between the age of 14 and 17. Yeah, I was really cool back in the day. What's your favorite college after Emmanuel College? I really like Queen's, I really like Downing, I like Pembroke. Please make another study with me video. Oh, I might do it next Tuesday. I've got a day off next Tuesday. Do you want to be a billionaire by 35? No. Passive income video. Yeah, I could make one, but I don't know what I'd tackle because my passive income is very specific to the medical application niche, and it's not really advice that I can really apply to many other people. Why do you prefer Apple devices over Android/PC? Partly because they just work really nicely together, partly because I'm tied into the ecosystem, partly because I like the aesthetic, partly because if something breaks, you just take it to the Apple store in town and they sort it out. Those reasons. How hard is it to go to private as a doctor in the UK? You have to be a consultant, you have to have several years of experience, so you're at least in your 40s by the time it starts to become a thing. And then after that, I don't think it's that hard, it just takes a lot of time. Tell us about your love life. It's currently non-existent, so there's not really much to tell. I wish I could tell anything about it. When applying for medicine, what did you put as your fifth choice? Says Jamal the dancer. That's exciting. I put like biochemistry at UCL or something like that. Daniel Lee says, "What was your favorite GCSE subject?" I really liked. I quite liked history. I quite liked ICT. I put a lot of effort into ICT. How old are you? I'm 24. What's the best thing you like about OBGY? Um, I think I've gone off OBGY now, to be honest. I think I'm more moving towards emergency medicine. But the thing I liked about it was that it was a nice blend of medicine and surgery. I liked the fact that it was a communication skills challenge, especially being a guy, and the sorts of problems that people go to an obstetrician or gynecologist with are acutely embarrassing problems. And I quite liked the fact that there's a communication skills challenge there to kind of handle that in a sensitive way, but also kind of being nice to the patient and stuff like that. I quite liked that aspect of it. What would you suggest for revising A-level physics? CGP revision guides and past papers. And that is the solution to every single A-level subject, I think. I'm not sure about the arts ones, but yeah. Austin says, did you feel that you'd done enough after your interview at CAM to get an offer? Yeah, honestly, after my interview, I thought that I probably would get the offer, but I don't want to say that aloud to anyone except my mum because, that's a great thing to say. Linux says, free alternatives to Notability. I'm broke, lol. I don't know. OneNote? Good Notes? I don't know. I don't really look at the price of apps when I buy them because they're so reasonably priced compared to how much use you get out of them. Thomas says, why you are handsome. Thank you. Abdi says, tips for BMAT and the UCAT. Attend the 6med courses, sign up to my online course, use BMAT Ninja. I've got loads of stuff on the internet about BMAT and UCAT, or rather the UCAT because it's changed the name now. Any medical lecturers on YouTube that you would recommend? I used to use Dr. Najib's lectures series. I thought that was pretty good for learning lots of stuff in first year, but I didn't really use it beyond that point. BMAT or UCAT? I preferred the BMAT. Your first love story? Oh, it's a good question. I'll think about it. How do you write a personal statement? You don't start with the introduction. You write the rest of it, and then you worry about the introduction. Would you get a hair transplant? Probably not. I think I'm just going to go bald at some point. Arthur says, are you a millionaire? No, I'm not a millionaire. Sam says, if you were a student with little money, would the budget iPad be a worthy investment for notes, etc.? It depends how little money you have. Like, it's certainly not a life requirement. And if you're at the point where you're struggling to pay rent or you're struggling to go out with friends because, you can't afford to go out for a meal, then don't buy an iPad. But, I would save up for an iPad. I think it has the potential to make you a little bit more of a productive student, but you certainly don't need it. And a lot of people do perfectly fine without one. It's just kind of nice to have. Do you watch Hannibal? No, I don't really watch any TV except Game of Thrones. Playing on the piano. You look good like this. Thank you. That's very kind. And Benzina Mokhtar says, did you get rejected by crushes? Yes, several times, in fact. Several times. At least a handful of times that I can remember. I have a friend that could find you a gorgeous girl. Perfect. Put him or her in touch with me. That would be amazing. How to get straight nines? Don't know. This 9 thing is really weird. I'm just used to calling it A stars, but... play Pink Panther. I don't know. Who do you think should end up on the Iron Throne? I think Daenerys and Jon should end up on the Iron Throne together because that would be super cute. Can you sing us a song? Yes, I can sing a song. What song would you like me to sing? Any chance you will start a second channel for piano or technology? Nah, I'm not about the second channel life. I'm more about the just stick everything on one channel and hope that you don't annoy people by the, the different sorts of content that you put out. But to be honest, even if I do annoy people, I don't really care about that. I think a big reason as to why YouTubers burn out is because they try and please the audience too much. Whereas if I kind of focus on making the videos that I want to make and not really worrying too much about everything else, as long as they're good videos, I think, that's fine. Samar says, I'm going to watch your whole goddamn stream because you're amazing. Oh, thank you. That's so kind of you. Sing Iris by the Goo Goo Balls. I don't know that very well. I didn't get any offers and I'm sad. What do I do? Oh, you can rejoice. What's your name? Mega. You can rejoice that you didn't get any offers because now you have the opportunity to take a gap year. And in your gap year, you can learn so many skills that your friends at university are not going to be gaining because they're going to be wasting their time at university. So use that time to develop yourself as a person and your hobbies and your skill set, and you'll be super glad for it in the long run. How much do you earn annually? Please tell. Junior doctors at my level earn between £30,000 and £36,000 a year. I'm about halfway through that point. At least that's for my full-time job. What was a memorable question you were asked at your interview? None of them were particularly memorable. They were all very, very standard. Thinking out loud, sing any Ed Sheeran song. Sing Dames Arthur if you're going to sing one, lol. Love your voice. What is the easiest A level? You know what? Let's just do some singing. Why the hell not? Okay, so I'm going to unplug this. And I'm going to turn this onto selfie mode. Oh my god. Oh crap. I'll stick the camera over here. Nope. Stick the camera over there. I think that works. I think this might work. Let's do a cheeky bit of a... Oh, I can't see my face. Don't want you to see my face. Not really. What should we play? Let's have a look through my guitar tabs. Got a few Taylor Swift songs. Can You Feel the Love Tonight? Let's go for Can You Feel the Love Tonight? Why the hell not? Enchanted moment, and it sees me through. It's enough for this restless warrior just to be with you. And can you feel the love tonight? It is where we are. It's enough for this wide-eyed wonder that we got this far. And can you feel the love tonight?
too much. Well, like 100 people left the chat for that banter.
How did you get into such a great university? Oh my goodness. Okay, right. I need to change this back to normal mode. Oops. Too much stuff on my desk. Sam says, how many days off do you get a week? On average, I get the weekends off. On average. Oh, thank you for all the kind comments. Girls Like You by Maroon 5. I don't know how to play that one, sadly. How does one become articulate like you? Do we have to talk a lot? Yes, you have to talk a lot. You have to love the sound of your own voice, to be honest. Is it sad that this is the best part of my Valentine's Day? Don't worry, mate. It's the best part of my Valentine's Day as well. And it's not sad. It's cool. It's all good. It's like gallon. What's the word for that? I don't know. Your voice is amazing. Oh, thank you, Gloria. That's very kind of you. Love how everyone spams questions once you finish the song. Oh, hey, Hassan. How you doing? Do you enjoy chemistry? Yeah, it's pretty good fun. Do you find F1 as strenuous as the media portrays it? No, absolutely not. I was so surprised by how chill F1 is compared to how the media portrays it. Sarah says you're so cute. Oh, thank you, Sarah. That's very kind. I'm going to sing with you. I'm going to come to Cambridge and we're going to sing this song together. Okay, sounds good. Drop me an Instagram DM when you're here and we can meet up. Why do you still keep your old iPad? That's a good question. I still keep my old iPad because I haven't got around to putting it on eBay to sell it to someone. I was going to give it away to one of my cousins or something, but then they were like, no, you might as well sell it. But now it's quite nice to just have on my piano at all times so that it makes me do more sight reading practice and more stuff, because I don't have to get my proper iPad out. It's a very, one of those weird things. Mohammed says, stop skipping my comments, please. Haha. What comments? Galentine, that's what Alexandra Beck says, Galentine. Sam Gerling says, I'll buy it. Okay, cool. How much do you want to buy it for, Sam? One of my housemates says she really likes you. Oh, thanks. That's very kind. How old is your housemate? I don't know what the age of the audience that watches these videos is. It's always a bit like, Farmer app other than Anki. You can use Quizlet if you like. You saw this comment and chose to ignore it, says anonymous user. Ever tried CSGO? Never heard of it. Have you heard about PewDiePie versus T-Series? Of course. Sub to PewDiePie, am I right? Have you read This Is Going to Hurt? I've read a few chapters of it. I need to finish reading it / listening to it on Audible. Favorite artist? Do you mean like singer artist or do you mean like artist? I don't know. Shout me out, please. I'm the work experience guy. Oh, you're the work experience guy. Mohammed. Yeah, your email was to the medical staffing department at my hospital was very odd. They phoned me up and said, do you realize there's this random guy who's trying to get in contact with you? And they told me that I'm not allowed to just let people shadow me for work experience and they have to go through official routes. So as much as I appreciate the effort, I can't really help you if you want to get work experience with me. You have to like go through the official route at my hospital. And yeah, that's fine. Got an exam tomorrow. Wish me luck. Good luck. Have you ever sat any music exams? Yes, I did grade 1 violin and I passed by like 3 marks. I was really terrible at the violin. What's the craziest thing you've ever done? One time I ran through a field of wheat and it was very naughty because all the farmers were telling us to clear off. If someone wants to get into medicine but has bad grades from college, what would you suggest? I don't know. You can get better grades, you can grad entry medicine, you can apply for medicine abroad in a different country. What do you think about the international baccalaureate? I don't know, I don't really know anything about it. Finance question, do you know if you can, oh god, student bank account as a graduate medic? I don't know, like why do you want a student bank account? It's not that big a deal, is it? What made you stand out as a med school applicant? I think I had pretty good grades. I think I had some interesting hobbies that I could talk about. Like in my Imperial interview, they asked me about the fact that I was a magician, inclusive magician. Yeah, I do magic tricks, guys, as well. And I talked about that. I think that was something that made me stand out a little bit. Thoughts on Brexit? I don't know. I don't really have any thoughts on Brexit. Obviously, I voted to leave the EU, of course. At which hour do you wake up in the morning? I wake up at 6:15 every morning, or at least I try. What's your best tip for getting into Cambridge? get really good grades. That's pretty much all you need to get into Cambridge. Bro, just please tap on my name or something, ask me for my number. WhatsApping you would be a school like would be school like a WhatsApp video call. I have something in return if you do. I don't get what you mean. How do you get work experience without having relations to anyone in the medical field? You can just email hospitals and say, hey, do you have a work experience thing? You can physically go to every general practice in your area and say, hey, look, I'm a medical applicant. Can I do some work experience? You don't need contacts to get work experience, but having contacts helps. You're very, very knowledgeable. My inspiration. Oh, thank you, Kamal. That's very kind of you. Ahmed says, any thoughts regarding medical studies in Europe? Yeah, I made a video about this. I don't know much about it in addition to what we talked about in that video. What are your grades in school and university? I mean, it would take too long to say. Audible versus Kindle. Why? Both. Kindle is the second most valuable purchase I've ever made in my life after my camera, and Audible is the third most valuable thing that I buy, the subscription that I have on a regular basis. I think Kindle is more valuable if you had to choose one of them because you can read so much more on Kindle because, it's a lot slower listening to an audiobook, but I absolutely love Audible. Is it worth reapplying to Oxbridge if I didn't get any offers, but got offers elsewhere? It depends what you want. It does depend what you want. Like if you get an offer from somewhere else for medicine, but you want to go to Oxbridge for medicine, most people would say that that's, every medical school is identical and you should just take what you can get. I don't know. I think if I were in that position, I probably would have reapplied to Oxbridge. I would have probably taken a gap year and reapplied. But that's just me. Did you go to a grammar school? Yes, I did. I went to Westcliff High School for Boys. Sunaf says, long time no see, Ollie. How are you? Oh, I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for asking. It's very kind. Is there clearance for Cambridge? I don't know. I don't think so. Further business plan, please tell. Are you an extrovert? Are you religious? How and when did you figure out the skill set of yours, writing and making videos, I mean? I don't know. I started in July 2017 and just did it regularly. And if you start anything and just do it regularly and just try and get a bit better, you'll just end up getting good at it. It's not particularly hard. Like if any of us wanted to, anyone watching this right now, if you wanted to, you could pretty much do whatever you wanted, provided you have the discipline to put the effort into it, and hopefully you find it fun as well, which means that you need to put less discipline into it. Like I enjoyed making videos, therefore I didn't need to motivate myself to make videos. I didn't need to force myself to. There were days where I had to force myself to, and that's fine. But for the most part, it's fun. So, yeah. When have you started learning how to play the piano? I started in my third year of university. I happened to have a piano in my room, and I was doing psychology, which was a super chill year. So I thought I'd learn how to play the piano. What are your views about religion? Oh, how old are you? I'm 24. How to prepare for MRCP? Apparently you just do past papers. Diska says, hi Ali, nice to see you. Do you use any dating apps? I've got an account on Tinder and Bumble, and I've, toyed with them briefly, but not seriously. If you want a doctor, what do you think you'd be? Probably like a software engineer or something. I don't know. What are the requirements to study medicine in the Oh, it's falling. Why is it falling? Oh. Okay, is it working? Is it actually working? I think it's working. Black screen. Is the lag finished, guys? Can you see me? I can see myself. I think that works. Hang on, let's actually, I'm just gonna get comfortable. Hold on, don't mind me. Oh, this is the life, isn't it? We see you. Oh, amazing. I think the stream is back online. What happened? I have no idea. I think the internet was just really slow. I like your duvet cover. Thank you. That's very kind. Any speed reading techniques for Kindle? I think speed reading on a Kindle is similar to speed reading normally, right? You go to. I went to Emmanuel College. I'm not a student anymore. More lag. Guys, this lag thing is getting annoying. I think we're going to have to call it a day. This has been a fun little Valentine's hangout. Thank you all for stopping by. have a good night. Have a good Valentine's Day. If you're going to sign up for Audible, use my link, audible.com/AliAbdaal. Then they might sponsor more of my videos, which would be awesome because I love Audible. I think it's amazing. Thanks for stopping by. This has been fun. Now I'm going to film a video about something about Google Sheets and studying effectively with it. I'm going to be talking about how I use Google Sheets for my retrospective revision timetable, which is an exciting topic because I actually do love talking about study techniques. So yeah, thanks very much, guys. Let's turn this microphone off now.